What is happening, party people? This is Brett Jackson Boogie, Happiness in Retirement channel. And today I'm going to share with you a retirement recipe, an easy but delicious pasta sauce made in the Instant Pot. Or as my relatives in Rhode Island would say, I'm gonna make you a nice Italian pasta sauce. Andiamo, let's go. All right, party people, so the ingredients for this pasta sauce is 3 pounds of tomatoes, 2 tablespoons of extra virgin Italian olive oil, a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of pepper, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, a teaspoon of oregano, 2 chopped up onions, 2 tablespoons of garlic, a little bit of basil, 1 cut up carrot, 1 cut up piece of celery, and my secret ingredient in making any pasta sauce is the Italian anchovies. The anchovies is the secret. Let's get to it. All right, party people, so we got the 2 tablespoons of olive oil in the Instant Pot, and we got it on saute. So now we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of garlic and saute the garlic with the onions. With the onions we got chopped over here. We're going to put the onions in. There we go. There's 2 chopped up onions here. And we got the Instant Pot on saute. You wait till that oil gets nice and shimmery and hot before you put your stuff in to saute it. So we got all the onions in there. We're going to cook that down a little bit for a couple of minutes. Get right back to you. All right, so we cooked the onions and garlic and olive oil for about 4 minutes until it got translucent. Now we're going to add the anchovy. Ooh, this is what's going to make it so Italian. Ooh, look at that anchovy. Ooh, baby. 1 anchovy should do it. And then we're going to add the carrots and the celery, 1 carrot and 1 celery, chopped up into the Instant Pot. And it's still on saute. We're going to mix that up a little bit. And we're going to mixy action on there. And we're going to cook down the carrots and the celery for about, with that anchovy in there sauteing for about 4 or 5 minutes. We'll get back to you. All right, so the carrots and the celery have been in there for like 4 minutes. And my grandma told me the reason you put carrots in a pasta sauce is to kind of cut the acidity of the tomatoes. I guess that's an old Italian grandma secret, but so these tomatoes are from my garden, fresh beefsteak tomatoes. I cut the cores out and cut them into quarters. And we're going to put those in here now. Tomatoes. We're going to put those in. And then we're going to add the seasoning, which is a half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of oregano, which looks like it's the rest of the oregano, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, Italian, as they like to say in New England, Italian seasoning, and a teaspoon of salt. And there we go. And we're going to stir that up real good. We'll stir that up real good. Stir that up in there real good. Get them seasonings all nice and mixed in there. Yep, those tomatoes look lovely. Now, I'm going to hit cancel. We're going to turn the saute off, cancel. And then we're going to close the lid. Turn that baby shut. Make sure it's on sealing. We're going to put it on manual high for 25 minutes. and we're gonna hit start, and it's gonna start on its own. 25 minutes, and we'll let you know what it looks like when it's done. All right, folks, so it cooked in the Instant Pot on high pressure for 25 minutes. And now I'm going to use this Cuisinart immersion blender, which is just the bomb, let me tell you. And I'm going to smooth it out, all these tomatoes in here, and to the consistency that I want. So here we go. Immersion blender. This thing is awesome, let me just tell you right now. So we're going to smooth out the sauce with the immersion blender, get it to the consistency that you want it. By the way, it took about 10 minutes for the pressure to release, so just be prepared for that. I used a natural pressure release. Look at that. Woo! Look at this beautiful pasta sauce, the immersion blenders. I'm telling you, man, this thing is the bomb. The bomb, baby. Okay, now we're gonna try a little bit of this sauce, because that looks pretty good to me. We're gonna try a little bit of this sauce. All right, bear with me, folks. I'm gonna get a spoon, and I'm gonna taste a little bit of this stuff. Woo! Here we go, baby. Let's get a little bit of this sauce right here. Have us a little taste. Woo! That is good. All right, now, party people. If you like my material, hit subscribe or go to the next video. Peace out, and thank you so much for watching.